talked about how to make yourself look good on paper. Now, how to make yourself look good in person. Link Howard has hired hundreds of people here in metropolitan Detroit over the past year. His company, Powerlink, handles maintenance, groundskeeping, food service, and more. For clients like the Detroit schools, Henry Ford Health Systems, and others, he hires a mix of highly trained engineers, technical people, as well as people who have limited education. So, Link, you've seen the good and you've seen the bad in job applicants. And you tell me one of the first things you look for is if they can pass a test that they may not even know they're taking.
One of the things that's important to us, Mary, is people and their ability to follow instructions. We may ask them to show up for an interview at a specific time. It may even be what seems like an odd time for them, 10:47, 10:50. We may ask them not to bring anyone with them to the interview. We may ask them to bring certain documents, Social Security card, driver's license. If you follow those instructions, you will pass the test and continue on in the process. If you do not follow those instructions, you're eliminated from our process.
You look for passion in people. How do you look for passion? How can they show passion?
Well, it's interesting because when people relate passion, they usually don't think about a job. When you go to a sporting event, people are passionate. They're cheering for their teams. Well, we want people to have that same type of energy in how they execute the job, how they treat the customers, how they treat the family members, how they treat the patients. We want them to show a real interest in them. In healthcare settings where people are struggling with illnesses and diseases, oftentimes someone who's truly interested in them and shows a great deal of interest in the job that they're doing becomes a part of the healing process.
And when you interview people, you want to see that they've done their homework. What does that mean?
Well, that means you know something about Powerlink. One of the things we'll ask you is, what do you know about our company? Well, that means you would have had to go on our website, found whatever articles there are out there about the company. That's important because we want you to have taken the steps to investigate the company you say you want to work for. We would ask you, well, tell us about the job that you're applying for. You know, have you done some research? Have you looked at the specifications of the job? Have you looked at the experience related to the job? So when we ask people those types of questions, it's important for us that they have done their homework, that they're not just showing up, that they're invested some time into this process.
And you look for people who are diverse. Tell me about that.
Well, we look for people that are diverse in two areas. First of all, we look for people that are culturally diverse. We want people who, first of all, are comfortable and have been in a setting with people of diverse backgrounds, with people of different ethnicity and background origin, because that's the customer base that we serve. Secondly, we look for flexibility. If you're used to working 9 to 5 with weekends off, then Powerlink is probably not going to be the place for you to work. We serve a client base that works 24 hours a day. You may have a different shift. You may have to work weekends. So we look for people that not only have a diverse background in the sense of their cultural awareness, but also in the sense of their ability and their flexibility to perform the job.
What is the one thing that I can do or say that will nail it?
The one thing that you can do or say that would nail it would be your ability to represent to us the passion that's necessary to perform the job, to help us to know that you can connect with our clients at a level that can provide and add value to them.